Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka a day. Today's Shloka is Shloka number 11. We'll recite the Mangala Charan. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Supatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpadarupyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatani Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lankayate Giram Yat Kripadavaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarim Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwar. Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka Day. Today's Shloka is Shloka number 11 of chapter 12. Athai tad apyashaktosi
Athai tadapyashaktosi
kartum madhyogamaashritaha
kartum madhyogamashritah
sarva karma phalatyagam
sarvakarma phalatyagam
tatah kuru yatatmavan.
tatah kuru yathatmavan.
Word for word meaning, translation, and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Atha, even though, etat,
this
api, also, ashaktaha, unable, asi, you are, kartum, to perform, mat, unto me, yogam, devotional service, ashritaha, taking refuge, sarvakarma, all activities, phala, of the results, tyagam, renunciation, tataha, then, kuru, do, yata atmavan,
self-situated.
Translation. If, however, you are unable to work this consciousness of me, then try to act, giving up all results of your work, and try to be self-situated. So Prabhupada writes, it may be that one is unable even to sympathize with the activities of Krishna consciousness because of social, familial, or religious considerations, or because of some other impediments. So in yesterday's shloka, Krishna has said, try to work for him. In some way or the other, try to offer services to him, or help those who are propagating Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada is saying, let's say you can't even do that. If one attaches himself directly to the activities of Krishna consciousness, there may be objections from family members, or so many other difficulties. For one who has such a problem, it is advised that he sacrifice the accumulated result of his activities to some good cause. Such procedures are described in the Vedic rules. There are many descriptions of sacrifices and special functions for the full moon day, and there is special work in which the result of one's previous action may be applied. So if you're not able to practice some form of Krishna consciousness at that ladder, now Krishna is expanding the net so wide that he's saying, okay, all of us have to work. Somehow or the other, you try to use some funds in some kind of sacrifices. Thus, one may gradually become elevated to the state of knowledge. It is also found that one who is not even interested in the activities of Krishna consciousness gives charity to some hospital or some other social institution. He gives up the hard-earned results of his activities. That is also recommended here because by the practice of giving up the fruits of one's activities, one is sure to purify his mind gradually, and in that purified stage of mind, one becomes able to understand Krishna consciousness. So if you're not interested in practicing spirituality, then at least you should give charity to good causes. Of course, that has material effects that binds you karmically, but at least it puts you on the path of getting to the sattvic stage. Of course, Krishna consciousness is not dependent on any other experience because Krishna consciousness itself can purify one's mind. But if there are impediments to accepting Krishna consciousness, one may try to give up the results of his actions. In that respect, social service, community service, national service, sacrifice for one's country, etc., may be accepted, so that someday one may come to the stage of pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord. So you're practicing to be selfless. And by practicing to be selfless, maybe one day you'll come in contact with a devotee and pick up Krishna consciousness. But keep in mind, doing this has karmic reactions. You will accumulate punya. In Bhagavad Gita 18.46, we find it is stated, Yatah pravrittir bhutanam. If one decides to sacrifice for the supreme cause, even if he does not know that the supreme cause is Krishna, he will come gradually to understand that Krishna is the supreme cause by the sacrificial method. So if you can't work for Krishna, then you should sacrifice the results of your work for any good cause. So His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu writes, so Krishna is coming one level lower. We may think if a person cannot work for Krishna, then get out. You are a materialist. You are a sinful person. You are going to go to hell. No, Krishna doesn't think like that. Thank God. We may think like that, but Krishna doesn't think like that. So we may think, oh, you're not practicing Krishna consciousness, you're most fallen. Krishna is not thinking you're most fallen. He's thinking, how can I save this person? So Krishna doesn't exhibit such an attitude. Krishna's great love accommodates even those who refuse to accommodate him. Krishna's love for us is so large, is so unending. Even if we don't acknowledge Krishna and we don't accommodate him in our life, Krishna is always accommodating us. How he does that? By encouraging to do a general spirit of sacrifice. So Krishna is talking about practicing some austerities, some sacrifices. So here Krishna is saying, even if one stops working and starts sacrificing, that point onwards one slowly develops a spirit of selfless sacrifice, and that gradually makes one self-aware. So the point here is to cultivate the value of sacrifice. So Bhagavad Gita does accommodate the principle of social sacrifice which people are doing, that they are concerned for others, and because of their concern for others, they may give up their time, they may give up their money, for so many different social causes. This is also discussed in Ishopanishad, and that concern for others is the step forward in their evolution of their consciousness, which will ultimately bring them to Krishna consciousness. So Krishna is bringing the ladder of mercy down and down to accommodate those who cannot accommodate him. That's how magnanimous and merciful the Supreme Lord is. So the essence of today's shloka is that if you cannot work for Krishna, then at least whatever work we're doing, we should use the results of that work in some kind of sacrifice.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.